Hello, ladies and gentlemen. John Gray here, and we're just playing Living on Jackson Street in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
And how nice it is.
How wonderful it is to be in Tullahoma, Tennessee. I was just telling Peggy, I have some flowers back there. This weekend was yesterday, Sunday, was our 51st wedding anniversary. So Fran loves flowers.
Of you for hanging in there, because Fran could have just kicked you out any time.
No, it's you should thank her for hanging in there.
That's what I was going to say.
Not kicking.
She could have kicked you out.
Nah.
No, but you've been good.
You know, this weekend, Tom and Sue Corrington had an anniversary. Of course, Tom's passed, and Jim and Susan Rock had an anniversary this weekend. So Fran likes to arrange flowers. So she went to the flower shop down the street, buy locally flowers from a local business. Go to the flower shop and buy you flowers. There's a free commercial for you folks. Right down here, of course, Janie Pack and Kathy Henley had that store for a long time. But so Fran went and got flowers and then did an arrangement, and then gave some to Sue and some to Jimmy and Susan, and then I had some to put on here. If you let that camera up just a little bit, yeah, that one, go up, let it go up just a little bit. You see that beautiful red rose. See that red rose? Right on the very top. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
So thank you, dear, for putting up with me that long.
51 years.
51 years, yeah.
That's awesome.
It is pretty. Now, there's few and far between of us.
You're right.
You know, particularly in the 60s. I mean, it was when the 60s came along, and you think of Woodstock and everybody smoking marijuana, and you just try a wife on, and if it didn't fit, you'd trade them in for another one or a husband, either one.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of that stuff was going on. There wasn't a whole lot of people who got married and stayed married.
Which is kind of sad, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. It was, what was it? Love, children?
I guess.
The dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius.
Did you ever see that?
Huh?
That's from Hair, right?
Hair, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw that in London, and it was interesting.
Was there a lot of hair?
Well, a lot of hair and...
Not much clothes.
a little nudity, but it was... I think I went to sleep. I get bored easily. But it was a good production. It was interesting. It was update, and
the book that Candy gave me one year, the Country Music Broke My Brain, about Jerry House. It was a great radio guy. They loved to go to New York and go to plays.
Yeah.
And if one of them, there was Allison, and there was the daughter, and then let's see, what was her name? Can't remember. But three of them, and if either of the three didn't like it by halftime, they'd leave.
Yeah.
And Jerry said you could tell people they were bored because they would have their program. They'd be counting songs. How many songs have I got to listen to before this damn thing's over with and I can get up and leave? But yeah, a lot of that kind of stuff going on.
There's a lot of different sort of musicals coming out now, and anyway, we'll probably end up having some at the Civic.
Oh, I'm sure. What Anne of Green Gables is this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Opens this weekend.
Yes, opens Friday, and goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee. I guess it's just one weekend.
Evidently.
Because I meant to ask, but everybody says it's going to be fabulous, good cast.
4 days.
It's got a really fine cast.
So it must open on Thursday.
Oh, maybe it does. What day did that say?
11th.
11th?
Yeah.
The 11th. Oh, okay.
Today's the 8th.
Call and get your ticket, or go online and get your ticket.
There you go.
It's real easy. At 931-455-5321 is to call the office, but to go online at southjackson.org. And that's the easiest way to do it, because you can just print out your tickets and be done with it. Plus, if you buy it before Friday night, you get it a little cheaper.
Get a little discount?
Right, you get a discount.
Very good. And here's something else. This is September the 11th, and that would be Thursday, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Thursday. And that is the Patriot Day commemoration. And that will be at Firehouse Station number 1. And it will be at 7:30. You've got a form up. 7:31, where were you? 7:33, welcome Chief Pearson to the crowd. 7:34, remarks Mayor LeSeaburn. 7:35, remarks City Administrator. 7:36, moment of silence. 7:37, raise the flag. 7:38, national anthem. Lower the flag. 7:42, moment of silence, ring bell. 7:44, Amazing Grace. 7:46, God bless the USA. And 7:50, Patriot Award presentation. 7:55, conclusion.
Okay.
And then at some point they'll go to the stadium
And climb the steps.
and climb the steps.
I think there's a wonderful thing that they're doing this, and we must never forget September 11th.
No, never.
9/11, never ever.
Never, ever. And then
Because we
let's
are
see.
vulnerable.
What else do we have? Special Olympics bowling for adults. Date Tuesday, October the 14th. Location Bowling, Tullahoma Lanes, South Anderson Street. Any questions, get in contact with Wendy Wilkerson at gmail.com. Registration submitted by Thursday, October the 2nd. So you can have an adult Special Olympics bowling. And now we have Art in the Park, the youth edition presented by the Arts Council and the Department of the City of Tullahoma. Join for a ribbon cutting unveiling of our New Kids interactive mural. We are excited to celebrate local artists Sarah Andrews and Rick Vela. And that was Saturday, September the 13th. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Fraser McEwen Park. Huh?
Is that free, open to the public?
Free, fun. Yeah, it's free.
And will they have food trucks and stuff?
Yeah, there'll be food trucks and
Okay.
gifts and storytelling, music, games, food trucks,
Fun
and
time.
more.
It sounds fabulous.
It will be fabulous. Art in the Park. So
We got to remember that pony plop thing, but I can't remember the date.
what's that?
The pony plop for
Pony Plop.
horseplay.
What is it? There it is, September 13th.
Okay.
Right around the corner. That's
And
what?
they're raising money for horseplay. And
That would be what? Saturday, 13th, probably.
I think.
There you go. Buy a ticket.
Yes, Saturday.
If the pony plops on your square, you are a winner.
And
Look at them.
I
They were
think-
all going.
I think there's
They're all
a $300
smelling a
prize.
plop
And
right
I
there.
remember the first prize maybe
$300, yeah.
that's why it's 300, and that's it's
And Loretta had a little problem. She was going to be with us today. We hope everything goes all right with her.
yes we do.
We love that gal.
She's a good person and loves horseplay and has been working hard to keep it going.
If you've been in love for 51 years, there's a whole lot of things you run through your mind. And getting to the point till you fall in love, there's a whole lot of stuff goes on there too.
Absolutely.
So
have you written a story?
oh, this is some different things that happen on the way to love. Let's see how I want to do this. Here's one back in the day. Hey there, boys, I'm back again, 'cause when I walked out, she walked in. I know the hair, the dress, the smell, the smile. Spot a girl like that for a country mile. 'Cause I'm a good judge of bad women. I pick 'em every time, girlfriends, wives. The bad ones drive me right out of my mind. You'd think I'd learn, 'cause I've been burned over and over again, but I'm a good judge of bad women, and I love 'em till the end. First a dance, a kiss, a whisper, a wink, then the cash, the car, and the kitchen sink. And while she's inside locking up my door, I'm out on the front porch begging for more. Because I'm a good judge of bad women. I pick them every time. Girlfriends, wives, the bad ones drive me right out of my mind. You think I'd learn because I've been burned over and over again. But I'm a good judge of bad women, and I'll love them till the end. I go through spells of acting right, work all day and sleep all night. Then like an old thief breaks down and steals, I remember just how good a bad woman feels. Because I'm a good judge of bad women, pick them every time. Girlfriends, wives, the bad ones drive me right out of my mind. You think I'd learn, because I've been burned over and over again. But I'm a good judge of bad women, and I'll love them till the end.
Did you ever put a tune to that?
Oh yeah. That's on my best of.
Oh, okay.
album. And then here's another guy, and this is where he falls. Okay, before he falls.
Before he falls.
Really falls. The barmaid cut him off, gave him his last call, said, "Boy, you don't need another drink." At the door, he turned and yelled, "More whiskey." That's the only way it don't hurt when I think. And those four walls of mine don't help at all. But that stool knows my story. That's where I was sitting when she came waltzing in. We got lost in each other, trading shots and chasing sin. We got high on the moment, man, it was cool. Yes, I fell in love sitting on that stool. Oh yeah, I remember when it happened. Not the first time. I've seen them come and go. I thought this time was really something, not just another ride in the honky-tonk rodeo. And I'm lucky she left me any walls at all. But that stool knows my story, like songs on the jukebox played again and again. Another cowgirl riding in and ropes another man, then leaves her Casanova looking like a fool, alone with his head spinning, sitting on that stool. Yeah, that stool knows my story, and all the other stories that end up with a fool, drinking lost love's pain away, sitting on that stool. Poor thing.
Poor thing.
And then,
Fran, or if you're awake, happy anniversary.
And then I had a chance to go out on you a week or so ago, but when it came down to it, I just couldn't go. Well, I'll admit it, I turned around and took another look, but about that time you crossed my mind, and that was all it took. Putting each other first has made love last. We wouldn't have a future if we forget the past. You've been there in the good times, and you were right there for the worst. And our love will last forever as long as we put each other first. When you make a bed of roses, beware the thorns are there, and they'll cut you in a heartbeat to the bone if you don't take care. What we have is special, and the whole world wants to find. We'll let them go and grow their own, because this love is yours and mine. Putting each other first has made our love last. We wouldn't have a future if we forget the past. You've been there through the good times, and you were right there through the worst. And our love will last forever as long as we put each other first. Yes, our love will last forever as long as we put each other first.
Oh, that one was nice, really nice.
And then...
And that's very true.
I wrote Beauty for her on our 19th wedding anniversary, and 20 years to the day I wrote this afterwards.
Oh, after that.
Where'd it go? Here it is. It's funny how love chooses the ones that will bless. You strong and smart, a saint's pure heart, and me, I'm just a mess. As years roll by, we laugh, we cry. I question love's strange plan. You deserve to be loved better, but but I've loved the best I can. And I can hear your smile, feel the color of your eyes, taste the softness of your skin, and smell the salt in each goodbye. Together, hand in hand, we walk life's road for miles, from the sun in June to December's moon. I can hear your smile. You and me, we prove it's true that opposites attract. You have filled my emptiness, you have given what I lack. But there are times I turn inside. I blame my selfish bone. Yes, you can be right next to me and still feel all alone. But I can hear your smile. Feel the color of your eyes. Taste the softness of your skin. Smell the salt in each goodbye. Together, hand in hand, we walk life's roads for miles, from the sun in June to December's moon. I can hear your smile. Yes, you should have been loved better, but I can hear your smile.
That's nice. That's pretty.
So,
good job.
I love you, dear. Thank you for allowing me to hang around. And you too, Dottie. We'll be back after these messages.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you shine. Service and quality at Clayton's Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
They're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I'm a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Hey, I'm happy right now because Cheryl is back from the Tullahoma Animal Shelter with Dog of the Month. And look at that pretty little thing. Now, is she scared right now? She's kind of shaking.
She's shaking, but that's kind of what Chihuahuas do. They either shake or they bark, and sometimes they do both at the same time. So.
When she's nervous?
Yeah. I think it was just the sound.
So she's a Chihuahua.
Yeah, she's a little Chihuahua mix, long-haired Chihuahua. Vets estimate she's in her teens. Right now they're saying about 12. And she came to us with her brother and her sister.
And what was your journey before that? Little girl.
Before that, she had an owner. We got called in. The owner had dementia, and so she had them. She would lock them in their crate and forget that they were there. And so the owner got the help that she needed. She's being cared for as well. And so we step in and help with the dogs. They had some scalding on their legs, and she was missing some hair back here, which we're regrowing.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, we're regrowing it. Getting medicated baths twice a week. She had some antibiotics and things like that, and so she's well on her way to recovery, and she will be spayed on Monday the 15th. After that, she and her brother and sister will be available for adoption.
Isn't that something? Look at her. See, what do you smell? Huh? I say, I smell cat on you. Get away from me.
Okay.
How is everything going at the shelter? Are you full?
So as of this morning, we are at 72 in house. So we're double, and we've got 27 more in foster. We're currently short-staffed just by one. We're doing interviews this week, scheduled interviews, but hopefully that position will be filled soon. And we got approved this year to get a part-time kennel attendant on the weekend, so we're really excited about that.
A
part-time kennel attendant, an animal control attendant.
Oh, good.
So they're going to help us on the weekend. So hopefully, once we get them in and trained, we're going to be able to open on Saturday and Sunday for a few hours for adoption as well.
That's wonderful.
So we're gearing up for our Bark in the Park next month. It's going to be October 25th from 9 to 4. And we'll have adoptable dogs there. And then this weekend, we're doing Farmers Market with Tractor Supply. And we'll be there from 9 to 2 in the afternoon.
So at Tractor Supply, there's a farmer's market this weekend.
There is. And so they'll have some vendors there that'll be selling vegetables and some crafty things. And then we'll be there we've got 4 dogs scheduled to go right now. I think I've got walkers for 2 more. I just got to pick them out.
Good. So what can we do? What can the public do to help you?
So right now where we are short-staffed and we do have several dogs, we've been encouraging people that we know not everyone can foster or adopt, but if someone has a free day and they want to come out and day foster for us, they can take a dog out, they can go to the park, they can take them home for a day, they can get a pup cup, just anything to get that dog a little more interaction with people, a little time out of the shelter, a little leash time.
What's a pup cup?
Pup cup? You can get them at Dairy Queen, Starbucks, several of the places. Some of them will do ice cream just in a little cup, or they'll do whipped cream in a cup. And it's a tiny little cup, and the dogs get it, and they get to eat it. And you normally show up through the drive-thru and ask for a pup cup, and they'll verify you've got a dog in the car. And then they just a little treat for the dog. Girl.
So that's great. Well, and her name?
This is Ruby.
Ruby.
And she's got a brother named Jasper and a sister named Amber.
And so they were all tagged and ready to go. I mean, they were living with someone.
They were living with someone, but obviously their health wasn't the best.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and they're better now. They've been brought up to date on their vaccines, and like I said, on the 15th they'll go in to get altered, and then they'll be microchipped at that time while they're sleeping.
Good. Altered. That's a nice way of putting that.
Yeah. So we don't make more.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for being here and let us know. And you always can use what? Food,
pill
pockets.
Bowls. We go through a lot of milk bones because we do positive reinforcement training, and then pill pockets because we do a lot of medication with all our dogs. So
pill pockets.
Mm-hmm. It's just, you can get them at Walmart, Amazon, Tractor Supply. It's just a little kind of doughy pocket. It's got a little hole in it for the pill to go down, and then we squish it together. And a lot of times they don't know they're getting medicine. Some of them are smart, and they're
pretty smart. Are you
yeah.
smart? Are you smart, girl? Huh? Are you smart?
Oh, with
girl?
her, we had to go out and get shredded chicken and different deli meats because she wouldn't eat the pill pocket. Her brother did. He didn't care, but we had to do specialty
That's old dog boy, old boy dog, man dog.
Yep.
Eat anything.
So she had to be.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And we're just glad to have you coming back.
We're glad to be here.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, girl. Hey, bye. Bye, sweetheart. You be good. We'll be back after these messages. Love it.
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority. Power in community.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department. Need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. 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 Woo.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size.
Yeah.
Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
You know, folks, Hearton Hospital has been a sponsor on our show and our network for years and years, and we certainly do appreciate what they've done. I personally appreciate Hearton Hospital and Vanderbilt Hearton as well, now that they're the ones that are in control there, to the saving of lives in my family, my own, my son, my wife, my brother. You know, you can't always get to Nashville quick enough to keep from dying, but Hearton Hospital out here can get you ready to go and get you where you need to be. And we appreciate them for what they do. Now, Lauren is our new marketing person with Hearton, and glad to meet her recently. And she sent me a video that they did about triplets that are part of part of one of the projects out at Hearton out there, and I just wanted to show this to our audience, and it's a pretty cool video, so I hope you enjoy it.
Big steps to daddy, careful steps.
John Michael is our highest energy.
Uh-oh, where are we going?
Very playful. Matthew.
Go, Matthew.
He is our more calculated, more calm, the chill one from the very beginning.
Good job, Weston.
Weston, our baby C, he's our happiest.
Go, Weston. Go, Weston. Go, Weston.
Carter, he is the best big brother. Getting one sibling has its challenges, but for him to have 3 in a very different way, he's always been an amazing boy. What got us pregnant was the FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. We were doing those shots. The second round, they said there are 3 eggs. She's like, I hope one takes. I took a pregnancy test because it was time, and it lit up like a Christmas tree. Did the ultrasound, and there were 3 babies. I was having a healthy pregnancy. Then we found out they were all boys. We were getting the nursery ready. When I was on the phone with my sister, who had just had her baby 2 weeks prior, I asked her, I'm like, what is the rule about contractions again? And she reviewed it with me. I was like, I think I need to get off the phone. I think I'm having contractions. The way things progressed, it was at such a quick rate. That's when I realized, like, I'm going to have these babies today.
Well, I got the call at work. I got about halfway home, and Monica texted me, hurry. That's all she said.
I knew they were way too early. I knew that if I had them here, they wouldn't survive.
And so I got here, I found her, got her in the car. So right here at the end of the road, and if we turn left, we go to Nashville. And that's where I really wanted to go. That's where our doctor was. If I turn right, we'd go to Tullahoma, and that would be our local hospital, Harton Hospital. I was about as scared as I've ever been in my life. And I just made the decision, if we could get to the ER, maybe they could stop the process. Maybe they could get us in an ambulance that could get her to Nashville quicker than I could. The 911 dispatcher just kept saying is, don't have her push, don't have her push, which is easier said than done to tell a woman that's having contractions to do. But so here's the emergency entrance, and Harton had already had 2 nurses out here with a wheelchair, so they were waiting at the door.
We turned right and we went to Harton, which was nowhere near our plan. There was a group waiting for me with a wheelchair, and it got very exciting very quick. If anything, they deserved for this story to be told. When we first made the decision to go to Harton, I was very unsettled. Delivering 3 babies at 26 weeks was not part of the plan. When Dr. Bennett introduced himself, I knew I was going to be okay. I knew the boys were going to be okay. I felt confident because I could hear his confidence. After coming off the anesthesia, that they told me John Michael had not been placed in the ambulance yet and asked if I wanted to see him. I was able to pass him, and they had said that all the other 2 had been loaded and that they were on their way to Vanderbilt, and that's where I would be heading to. So my dad, when he had walked into the hospital, he saw the 3 Angel ambulances, and then he saw the one for the adult. He didn't realize that all of that was for us. It was incredible. It wasn't until Greg got there, they put me in the wheelchair and he rolled me to go see the boys, and I was able to see each one. They all had their own room. They were on their little incubators. The elf on the shelf, John Michael, was the size of that. So it was like, it weighs 1 pound, 8 ounces, and that was his birth weight. I knew I had controlled every bit of it that I could at that point. And now it was a little bit of relief. It's like, now I get to let the hospital work its magic, which they did. See, you can see there were today's nurse, today's doctor, today's weather. I had a NICU journal, and looking back at that, the things that they were able to do, that feels like a lifetime ago. Matthew is showing great stable progress on the ventilators. Weston is not showing signs of an infection. John Michael, he did not tolerate the bubble CPAP. All the nurses there were amazing. I noticed I was seeing one nurse more often. She had let me know that she was his primary nurse. That was Weston's nurse, Miss Cassie. And then Matthew was the second one to get a primary nurse, which was Miss Emma. And then John Michael was the last one. He got Miss Emily. Those 3 girls, they would work together. They were trying to make sure that the boys' rooms would still be close together. They were trying to make sure that they were feeding them at the same time. They would send me pictures. They would give me updates. And just I felt like I had my own little hand in that hospital. After 105 days in the NICU, Matthew gets to come home. His primary nurse was with us on his last day, and I was so happy to share that special moment with her. I'll never be able to describe how good it feels to have one of our babies home. That wasn't a conventional way for them to come into this world. But looking back, I wouldn't change a thing that we did.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
goodness. Delivering 3 babies at 26 weeks was not a part of the plan. Not only did they do it, and they did it beautifully, but because of how they did it, my boys are thriving. And it started there. We go right back to Harton.
You remember that? Yeah.
Going out to a restaurant as a family, going to watch Big Brother play ball, just doing those more routine things as a family. We're excited. We're excited to start that chapter. All right. I bet you remember this place. That was such a scary time because I've never felt so torn leaving my babies at the hospital. They took so much of that guilt away because I never questioned if they loved my boys. See the girls? Oh my goodness. They needed to see my boys succeed just like I did. I'll never be able to thank them enough for what they did. I will love them the rest of my life.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
He's a little bit of you, he's a little bit of me. He's the trash along the roadside of Tennessee. He's the garbage that we find. He's the dream we left behind. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash.
Met the enemy, and he is us.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
I fell in love with Tennessee from the second that I saw it. From the beautiful rolling hills to the beautiful rivers and streams, the ecosystem and the wildlife are awesome here. But it needs constant care, and that means picking up litter and trash every single chance you get. It's totally polluting the ecosystem, totally polluting the natural resources, and it's a big hazard for our local wildlife. Please join NobodyTrashesTennessee.com and join me in keeping Tennessee beautiful and keeping this part of our great legacy.
Welcome back. I couldn't be happier today with my guest, Miss Samantha Terrell Waters. I always don't want to get that Terrell in there because I love your parents.
Well, thank you.
Samantha, you're one of the 40 and under, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm so proud
Very
of you
honored.
for that.
Very honored for the 40 under 40. That's
40
yeah.
under 40.
It was unexpected. A coworker all of a sudden tagged me on Facebook, and I went, oh. Wow, I made it this year. That's so exciting. Yeah.
That's an exciting thing.
It is, for sure.
And I'm proud of you, and I know that you've done many things that I don't even know about, but several. Your work, you've just had a sweet baby.
I do, yes.
Mr. Oliver.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I guess a year of new things, for sure.
And it's exciting, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Well, today Samantha is with me, and we're going to talk a little bit about
the Midsummer Night's Swing.
Right, the Midsummer Night's Swing, which is September 18th at South Jackson Performing Arts Center. And there's a few things different. I love the poster you did.
I love how vibrant it turned out. But it's rain or shine, and that's what's exciting this year. So whether it rains or not, we're going inside if it rains. So.
And the dance class is inside.
Mm-hmm. Yes, at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock inside. And that'll be a ballroom dance class with Tim
Taylor, right?
Taylor.
Tim Taylor. I know, I always have to remember. Yes, Tim Taylor, amazing dancer.
He is so fabulous. He is teaches at Nashville Ballroom, and that's where he teaches all the time. But he's kind enough to come down here and offer his services for a ballroom dance class. Have you ever done ballroom dance? You have?
I have when he's come down. I've taken a few with him before
good.
we did our singing events. And then I take other types of dances. But I love ballroom dancing. My husband just doesn't love ballroom dancing. So I don't do it as much as I could.
Right.
But yes, this is a wonderful opportunity. And even if you don't have a partner, you can come. And at 6 o'clock on September 18th, inside he'll be teaching basic steps for one of the dance types that'll be done that night.
Exactly. A lot of people haven't seen our new remodeled auditorium.
Yes.
There's plenty of room in there to dance.
It's beautiful.
Unlike it was before. So I hope you'll come out and join us for ballroom dance lessons on the 18th at 6 o'clock. And then at 7, if it's a beautiful night, we'll be outside on the front patio. And Samantha will be singing with the band.
And you will too, with the South Jackson Street Band.
I get to do the first part.
Yes, and then Jerry Anderson.
And Jerry Anderson. And Jerry has a great voice.
He does. I know, it's just so smooth.
He sounds just like Frank Sinatra to me.
It's so good.
He practices all the time. When I ride in the car with him to rehearsal sometimes, and he's got it all going, and he's practicing on the way. Yeah, that's why he's so good.
Love it.
Anyway, we hope you'll come out for that event. People have asked me why I'm so interested in a big band. Do you have any idea?
Well, I know you grew up loving it.
I grew up
talked
loving
about that
it.
before.
I was a child during World War II, and my aunt was a beautiful teenager, and she loved to dance. And she did these ballroom dances, and she listened to big bands. So obviously I listened. I think it was about 3 or something like that, and she would put on the record player and dance with me to that music. And so I loved it all my life. And it became a sort of a mission to keep that music going, because I think it's indicative of that period and we should not forget it.
It's beautiful.
Anyway, Samantha was one of my students back in the day.
Yes.
Went off to Belmont and luckily came back.
Yes.
A lot of people move on somewhere else, and we're so glad to have you back.
Well, thank you.
I know you've done many plays. Have you got a favorite?
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. I love all the roles for their specific ways they made me grow. But my favorite probably was Eliza Doolittle that I got to do over at the Manchester Arts Center
That was a
couple
wonderful
years back.
production.
And just because that character required so much growth in every single production. You start with a different accent, then you end up with, then you kind of go back and forth.
My Fair Lady,
so,
right?
Yes. So Eliza Doolittle and My Fair Lady was so much fun. You go from Cockney to English and everything in between. And then you had some miking during the songs, but you weren't mic'd during the dialogue, so you had to balance your vocals. And anyway, it was a lot of fun.
It was a
It's
great
challenge.
show, and I love the old shows.
I do, too.
I really do. I think we have some great productions out there, and South Jackson Performing Arts Center is doing a lot of great productions.
They are.
In
Little
fact,
Women auditions are coming up.
Next week we have Anne of Green Gables. So get your tickets and go see that. But I'm so happy that you're doing some singing with the band.
I love it, and thank you for inviting me to do that.
Well, we only invite the best.
Well, and I want to say about the Ice Cream Social, last year I saw something that was just awesome. When I grew up, we would go to events, and sometimes, excuse me, they would do like dancing in the streets. You know, they'd shut down a parking lot, and kids could dance and do hopscotch and stuff like that. And I felt like that was coming back to the Ice Cream Social last year. Because you have the lawn out front at South Jackson, and kids were running around, and they were like throwing a football and just having a blast while their
children were
parents
happy.
enjoyed the music and danced. And so I'm hoping to see that again this year.
Yeah, I think it's important to bring the children.
Yes.
Ticket price, by the way, is not outrageous. It's $10 for adults.
And it's $5 for kids, I believe 6 to 12, and then it's free 5 and
So you
yeah,
can
5
bring
and
your
under.
whole family, and I'm hoping there'll be food to sell and
Comes with ice cream, your ticket.
lots of ice cream. Yeah, ice cream, and
Yep.
for $10, that's a pretty good deal. Plus, you hear some great music. We have players in the South Jackson band that come from all over Middle Tennessee, and they come and practice twice a month, and to practice their art, and they do a great job. And I like real music. I like live music. I wish there was a band with every play we do. I mean, an orchestra. Maybe someday we'll get back to that, because I think we need to encourage our musicians. We
It's
have some great
exciting.
ones.
And it's a lot to learn for singers to be able to sing with a live band.
Exactly.
Because it's not just a track that always hits at a certain time. There's something exciting about a live band.
Well, a live band, the vocalist can be a little bit loose on it if they're within the measures
Parameters.
and wherever they're supposed to be. Watch their perimeters. Do you have a favorite song?
I don't know.
Georgia? I know you're going to sing that.
I like that one for sure.
I always liked it.
I feel like they all have fun aspects, but
Yeah.
Hernando's Hideaway is pretty fun.
That's
I
fun,
think.
yeah.
Especially because people get out there and dance.
Right.
And it's, yeah.
We're going to give 4 dance prizes. I hope I have this right. A swing dance prize, foxtrot, waltz,
Yes.
and cha-cha.
Yes,
so
that's right.
you'll learn those steps with Tim Taylor at 6 o'clock, hopefully. I know he likes to concentrate on swing a lot, and that's fun and quick to learn. And ballroom dancing, it has certain ways you're supposed to do it, but don't think you can't come and just dance any way you want to.
Exactly.
I mean, we don't care. Just so you have a good time. And you don't have to dance. Bring a chair, for heaven's sakes, if you're going to sit outside. And or a blanket and lay down on the grass. It's nice out there now. I'm
It
hoping we
is.
have the back parking lot done.
Oh, that would be
Have
great.
you noticed that?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited, though, to check it out.
We had this deluge of rain for such a long time, and then it held them up, but it's coming.
Good.
And I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. But yes.
So, if you're not sure where we are, South Jackson Performing Arts Center is like in sort of the middle of Tullahoma, Tennessee. For you people that don't know this area, it's on North Jackson Street and easy to find. You'll see a big sign out front, and it's September 18th You can buy tickets by calling the office or get online. Right there it is on the screen. And it doesn't matter if your tickets are bought early or
on site.
You can get them at the door.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to having a good crowd and having a good time.
We are.
And I'm so happy to have Samantha singing. Somebody has to take your place every once in a while. And I felt very comfortable with Samantha doing that.
Well, it's exciting to be back. It's been a year. That's the last time I performed with the band officially.
It's been a year. So we're glad to have you back, and glad you've got little Oliver to take care of.
Yes, and I'm excited to see his reaction to the band.
Yeah.
So, I think he'll love it.
I know. I love to see what different children react different ways.
Right.
I like to see them just getting excited and moving to the music.
Yes.
That's probably about all I need to talk about today. We invite you to come and hear Samantha, and again, one of the top 40 under 40. That's awesome.
So excited. It's an exciting year.
We're really proud of you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more as soon as they decide what to do.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna pick your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton's Shoe Store. We're gonna pick your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with disodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
They're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I am a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Talking history about this and that. It's conversations with John and Pat. With John and Pat. With John and Pat.
Hello everyone, I'm John Rickman.
And today I am Pat Welch, and we're here for the 61st rendition of the Conversation with John and Pat.
You're Pat Welch today. Are you something else tomorrow?
If somebody's mad enough, I can be somebody else.
Well, Pat, this song is one that was done 50s, 60s. He's got the whole world in his hands. And
that's kind of the Kingston Trio and Peter, Paul, and Mary. That
I don't know who
era,
did that. I should have looked it up before I came.
It's a great song, though, and I'm eagerly anticipating it.
He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got me and you, Pat. In his hand, he's got me and you, John. In his hand, he's got me and you, Philip. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Woo. John, I thought it was really wise when you've already done 61 and maybe running out of material that you would include the managements in the song. Put them in his hands.
That's a motive that I really didn't think about at the time, but you're correct about that. Pat, how long have you been married?
41. Blissful.
You're just a young married fella.
I saw that in the Telema News the other day, John.
My wife and I have been married 50 years. 50 years. And Philip, can you throw the picture up?
Now that is the picture that I saw in the newspaper, John, and this is not intended. Your wife doesn't look much different than that, but it looks like to me that somewhere way short of the 50 years that you're wedded, that picture was taken. In fact, either it was taken well in advance or we photoshopped some hair in it.
I think, we probably had it touched up. I'm not sure if we did or not. I don't know if, some things, I might agree with you some, but my wife looks just as lovely.
She does.
You look lovelier tonight. I remember.
That's a great picture.
50 years, we were married.
A great testimony to the art of marriage.
August 19th, 1967. And what did we see right beside us in the newspaper was R.J. Hayes and Sandy Hayes. They were married the very same day. We married in Battle Creek, Michigan. I met Barb at college at Pulaski, Tennessee, at Martin Methodist College. And we were married between my sophomore and junior year. And R.J. and Sandy were married between semesters, seemed like, but I can't remember what state it was, but it was out west.
All right, and when my time comes for 50, John, our picture will be beside Roger and Linda Bean, who were married in Estill Springs within hours of Beth and I being married in Tullahoma.
Oh, buddy.
So those are two good stories, unusual a little bit.
Well, we've had a good marriage. I had a couple of verses out of Proverbs that I was going to read just for this occasion, but I don't have them with me right now. But it speaks about the virtues of a good woman and a married life and that sort of thing. It is a great thing to be paired with someone for as many years as we have. Was it all easy? No.
No, but all fun.
All fun. Put up that other picture, if you will, of the Ferrises. Now, many of you people might recognize this couple. Both have deceased. Wonderful people. Pat and Willie Bell Ferris.
They were a great couple.
They own many storage barns all over this city.
And before they got in that, John, they sold eggs, and they'd come to your house with
hard workers.
Oh man,
hard workers.
I mean, nothing but.
The reason I bring them up, to me, they are the epitome, you might say, of success because they were married over 70 years.
And they worked hand in hand. They both complemented the business and their marriage.
Yeah.
They had unique kind of talents that they both brought to both. But Mr. Ferris was an absolute bulldog, but a great Christian, caring person too.
Yeah.
He just, he'd come into the Builder Supply when he built those storage facilities, John, by hand, with some help, but not much. And he'd come in early in the morning, pick something up, and he had coveralls on that were completely dry. He'd come in at lunch, and they were completely wet.
He worked hard.
I mean,
now they had 4 daughters, and I won't go. I'm pretty sure it's four daughters, and they helped with the business. And
it's kind of like you milking cows, John, when you're in high school. They didn't have any choice.
They didn't have any choice. And I think in the long haul, it profited everybody that was involved.
Right.
One story on Willie Bell that I will tell you that I thought was so funny. I go to Grace Baptist Church. They did too. And Brother Tim McGehee, who's our pastor, he went over to out on Cedar Lane, NHC, to visit Willie Bell while she was in her declining state. And he walked into her room, and she had her hands like this and with her eyes closed, and she was just laying out there. And he said, "Willie Bell, are you all right?" And she said, "Well, John, Tim, I'm just practicing on my visitation." That was her.
Oh, that's great.
They were comics, and she was. She loved the Rooster song that my brother and I, our little song. And she would always have the most humorous stories, and she was just full of life and vigor. And she will just continue to live on in my memory, and I know a lot of other people's memory as well. But let's pay tribute to them, Sandy and R.J. Hayes, and to my wife and I, and
pay tribute to the blessing of marriage. What a great institution.
It really is. And anyway, for you listening, we hope you can be just as joyful about your situation. And so we're going to sign off here. And Pat, this is number
61. It's in the books, and we'll do our best to make 62 as long as management will allow it. Thank y'all.
Talking history about this and that. It's conversations with John and Pat. With John and Pat. With John and Pat.
Item number 25-93, a request from the city administrator to confirm the appointment of Kelly North.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed. I couldn't walk. I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with sodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats.
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
You're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I am a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of months ago, one of my heroes, Winston Brooks, took another job and left our TDAC board and went to Chattanooga. And we've been running that TDAC board, which is the board that decides, goes out and tries to find new businesses, new people coming to town. And it's a board, not a. It's sort of like TUA has a board, but it's not controlled by the city. It's only appointed by the city, and that's what the TDAC board is. And last night at our board meeting, our new chairman of TDAC was brought in and introduced at our board meeting. So we want to bring you that now because it's a very, very, very important position in this town. And Winston was an incredible person, a hard-working person, and not easy to replace, but it looks like we've got a good person that's moving into that slot. Let's meet her right now.
Item number 25-93, a request from the city administrator to confirm the appointment of Kelly North as executive director of the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation. And Dave, do you want to stand up and say a few words here at this point?
Yeah. For the last 2 months, I'm Dave Bond. I'm the vice chair of the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation. For the last 2 months, we've been working very hard to identify a replacement for Winston Brooks, who bailed and went down to Chattanooga. We had about 40 applicants for that position. Through a process of reviewing resumes and conducting interviews, we have identified the name which Mr. Quick, I think, is going to place before you shortly, along with a recommendation that you validate our selection and also appoint the selectee as our new Tullahoma Executive Director for Economic Development. Our selection was unanimous. We believe that the selectee is eminently qualified. We're excited to get to work with her on addressing and meeting the needs of the community. Thank you for allowing me to say that. And I think, are you going to introduce her?
If the mayor will allow.
Go ahead.
All right. So as you'll see, Alderman and Mayor, in front of you is agenda item number 2593. With the support and participation of the City of Tullahoma, the TAEDC Board held an open meeting on Wednesday, August 27th, 2025, to conduct interviews with selected candidates. Afterwards, the Board made a unanimous selection to offer the position of Executive Director to Ms. Kelly North, whom I am pleased to present to you now for ratification. As evidenced by her resume and throughout her interview, Ms. North brings a wealth of knowledge, experience, and energy to her new position as Executive Director. For over a decade, she has spearheaded economic initiatives for local municipal organization and achieved outstanding results. Her background in business recruitment and retention, workforce development, tourism promotion, and other similar functions has helped her and her organization to secure tens of millions in private corporate investments and millions more in state grant funding. During her career, she has been effective in creating meaningful relationships with critical stakeholders, including those at the state and regional levels. She has developed a strong reputation for being results-oriented, out-of-the-box thinker who creates opportunities that advance the common good for all. The Board has recommended to confirm the appointment of Kelly North as Executive Director of the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation as recommended by the City Administrator.
Do we have a motion and a second for that? No one's going to make a motion?
We don't have it up here.
Oh, sorry.
So moved.
Apparently not.
I'll make a motion. I second.
Let her see if she can get it rolling just for the record. Keep us things. It's not there now.
There it is.
All right, there we go. All right. So is there any discussion on that? I think everybody stop touching their buttons till we say vote, okay? All right, let's vote then. They can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just asking for the vote. She'll get it, sir.
Are we doing it? Or?
Do we want to hit that? Now we're still not voting.
We still can't vote.
There we go. They're making it tough on you. I was just bragging about how much better our software is than the county's a while back, so maybe not. All right, so 6-0. Ms. North, would you like to come say a few words? And if you don't mind, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
That was bringing it in, so it was, a little drama there.
It's okay. Mayor Seaborn, Alderman, thank you so much. I am deeply honored to accept this appointment and serve as the next executive director of the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation. I spent the last decade of my career serving the Bedford County community in a very similar capacity and have built a strong background in business, as Administrator Quick mentioned, business recruitment and retention, workforce development, small business development, and tourism promotion. And for me, this simply isn't a professional step. This is a personal commitment to the community that has helped shape my life and my family. I'm a lifelong Tullahoma resident. I went to high school here. My kids have all attended school here. My husband and I own a business in this community. And again, when I say that I am deeply honored to be able to bring my experience back home to Tullahoma, I am deeply honored to be here. I would like to express my gratitude to the TAEDC Board of Directors for their confidence and for entrusting me with this responsibility. I believe the path in Tullahoma is both clear and full of promise to be able to build on the strengths that we already have here, our businesses, our workforce, and our quality of life, all while positioning Tullahoma to capture the opportunities that lie ahead. And I very much look forward to working with the TAEDC Board, the City of Tullahoma, and our many partners across the region to advance that vision. I am grateful for this opportunity. I am eager to get to work, and I believe that the potential that we have is very strong. Thank you very much for the appointment, for your consideration, and I'll entertain any questions that you might have.
Questions?
I'd just like to say welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority. Power in community.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time again for Jawing with Jackie.
Yay! Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What you doing, bud?
Oh, a little bit of everything. You know, last night I was looking at some, I've been going through old pictures lately, and I'm finding old pictures back when a lot of these kids down there are grown and got kids themselves, and they were just little kids back then too. And I said, boy, what have I been doing with all these pictures? I've got pictures everywhere. And
well, everybody does.
And cassette tapes and, you know, things like that. Now I understand cassette tapes are coming back. They're coming back, so that makes me feel kind of good. I still got
Really?
Oh yeah. I think
My daughter told me that cassette tapes were coming back.
Yeah, and what's her name? The real popular young lady singer. I can't.
It doesn't matter.
I'm having a
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, Taylor Swift. That's what I'm thinking about. And I couldn't call her name for nothing. And I know I see her all the time, you know, and all that. And her husband, well, her fiance, they had, I think, she's got a new record coming out. I believe it's going to be on vinyl and CD. I'm not CD, but cassette. Yeah. And so I said, wait a minute here now. I said, if anybody can bring it back, she can, you know. So.
What do you think people are thinking, that there's a better sound with the cassette?
I don't know.
There is.
You think
It's not digital.
Yeah.
It's not digital.
Okay.
You know, that's the problem with sound right now, is digital is a square.
Yeah.
That's why digits are square.
Okay.
So that's why when you have a photograph, if those squares are big, there's no circle.
I see.
You know, you have to fill in the notches on the edge. That's why that stuff is funny, and that's why digital music sounds so sharp. It doesn't have that soft, warm feel.
All right.
Like an album has,
Yeah.
or like a cassette has.
Yeah.
Something done on tape.
Well,
sounds completely different.
Well, I've got a
I'm impressed.
I've got a
are you?
closet full.
Yeah, me too. Are you impressed?
Yeah, I am.
Mr. Knowledge here, Mr.
Well,
Wisdom?
I've got a converter back there in my cabinet to convert cassettes to.
I've got them too.
To CD.
I do. I got a cassette to cassette converter. I think recorder, and that's what. And I had a friend call me last night. She's getting ready to. I think it's a song that she wrote a long time ago, and we were all doing things back when we were like younger, you know, writing songs and doing whatever else. But she wrote a song, and I think she's wanting to do something with it now.
Oh, good.
So anyway, but she asked me if I had a recording of it. Well, I used to record just about everything when we would go out and do programs and stuff. And so anyway, so I told her, I think I do. I'm going to look around and see.
But I'm become rich and famous.
No, I doubt not me. I wish.
But the thing about it is, just like CDs, I used to put my music on CDs and hand a CD to somebody. There's no CD players in cars.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, I tell you, you know what I did? I've got a cassette. I've got an 8-track to cassette adapter.
Right.
That I bought a long time ago. I was always, every time music changed, you know, I was right in the middle of it, we were doing a lot of musical things during that time. This gospel group that I sang with, and we were doing a lot of things and a lot of conversions, and I was doing recording on cassettes, And then when I believe 8-tracks came, then I got a cassette to. 8-tracks came, I believe, before
First.
cassettes. Yeah, and so I've got an 8-track to cassette converter, and then I think I wound up with an 8-track to CD or cassette to CD converter.
Or into your computer.
Somewhere. Yeah. Well, I didn't have a computer at the time. I don't.
You had to.
Did, yeah. Oh God, I don't remember all that stuff. I'm confusing myself here.
But see, now I put my stuff on a thumb drive.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Because that way somebody can download it into their phone, into their computer, and then they can download it to their music on their radio in their car.
Yeah. And well, I used to do a lot of that too. I would convert things where I could listen to them in the car and all this. Every kind of converter they had though, that it came out when we went from one form of recording or music to another.
Right.
I always tried to have something there that get me over to the next level, so it worked out pretty good.
I mean, it's good that they're putting music back on cassette, but there's no cassette players.
They'll be there.
You have to go to a pawn shop to find a cassette player.
I've got one or two, I think, somewhere, but I wouldn't know where to look. But.
Yeah, well, I mean, somebody I'm sure is going to crank up a factory and start making cassette players.
That's true.
Now, some of these music record players, the new record player that you can get will play vinyl, has a cassette and a CD spot in it where you can play all three of those things.
I think I still got one like that. I know I got one with the cassette to it, and I just it lasted for a long time. At a TV, cassette to cassette, and all that, and it was a great thing. But I think the TV was the one that quit working.
Right.
I believe everything else still works on it though. It's a good looking piece of furniture, but so it's I don't know.
Shoot, bring it on.
I guess I'm still in the game.
I've got some 2.5-inch tape that was some of the first music that I ever went to the studio and had done was done on 2.5-inch tape.
Okay.
Not cassette or not 8-track, but 2.5 inches.
That reel to reel?
Reel to reel. I mean, a real big reel.
Yeah.
And you'd do one song and you'd have a thing of tape that big for one song.
Well, when we lived in the Philippine Islands, this was many years ago, we sent movies back of the family with that kind of operation.
Yeah.
I think I still have it in the house somewhere.
Mine was in a closet, and it's probably that closet doesn't get much air conditioning, so it's probably it's probably up in there like this, kind of crinkled.
I know. Yeah, last night I was thinking about something, going through these old pictures and things, and this young lady called me about this tape, an old tape that I might have, and I told her I'll look and see, but God, I got bunch of old cassette tapes to look at and go through. I haven't really had a good chance to look, but I'm working on it. But I got to looking at these old pictures and things, and boy, and I found my old picture when I retired at Arnold Air Force Base, and I actually, God, that's been a long time ago. I retired in 2001, and I got a big picture.
You old man. You.
Oh, yeah, I know it. And I've got a big picture. God, it's a big picture of the base itself, and where everybody signed it. And,
very nice.
Yeah, and so and I got to looking at that and reminiscing last night. And I was up 2 o'clock in the morning. I think 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, looking at stuff like that. But I got to think.
You're a night owl, aren't you?
Oh, I am. I'm a night owl. Yeah, but I was always a night owl at work. Really,
Right.
I had to be because the job required it. So we did test. I worked directly in testing, and so every time we got ready to test a test article itself, when one of these big wind tunnels or a rocket motor or something that we were going to test it in an underground, upright, underground system facility, and they crank at all these big fans and motors and everything up, and it takes a lot of power, so they'd have to wait to. All you guys went to bed, and so get the cheap electricity for out there. So it was an ongoing thing, and I worked directly in testing for a long time, so they got my hours all. Some weeks I'd work 12 noon to 12 midnight, and one time I went in and came home 27 hours later.
Oh my!
Sure did, and I mean just whatever it took to do the job. That's why I retired early, I guess a little bit. You
had your time in.
Yeah, I had my time in. Pretty much, I had 34 years in out there, and I was just, I felt I needed to be at home at the time. My mother was getting ill and older, and my
You
fiance.
need to write. You're going to read something, we're going to run out of time.
Not really. I was thinking about all these older folks that had signed my picture.
Oh, okay.
They signed that picture all across the top, all everywhere, except for on the picture itself. But all around the edges, and all these people, I got to looking at names and people that I haven't seen in years, and of course a lot of them passed on, I'm sure, but some of them, hopefully not many. But it was a lot of names on there. That picture was this wide and that tall, and it had names all around. Signed up all around, up and down.
That's a nice memory.
It is. And I got to reminiscing last night, and I just didn't want to go to bed. When I went to bed, I probably went to bed about 2 o'clock, but after 2. But I didn't want to go to bed then. Really, it's good to go sit back and reminisce sometimes.
Right.
And look at, go back to old memories and people that you knew and relationships and there's just a lot to that I think we forget about every day of our lives but how good we've had it.
Right.
How we've been blessed all these years, and I just felt so good. I said a lot of these people, I know they still have maybe a reunion or something every now and then. I hear about some of them getting together for breakfast, and I don't know if these are people that I actually know or not, because we were at one of the restaurants in Manchester. My sister took us all out for breakfast. Sister Linda took us all out for breakfast, and we went up there, and I saw an old AEDC group up there.
Great.
Yeah, but I didn't know them. I think she knew 1 or 2 of them, but I didn't.
Did your sister work out there as well?
She did. She did. She worked for the city. Linda did work for the city for a while, and then she worked out at Arnold Air Force Base for a bunch of years, quite a few years in transportation.
Right.
So it was a blessing to just go back and reminisce and see these old names you haven't seen in a while. Every now and then I'll see somebody at the grocery store, maybe at Kroger or something. But Walmart, it's too late at night usually when I go in there. So all these people probably in bed. But then they probably go to bed early. I'm a night owl, but anyway, it's.
All right, well, we're getting ready to have to go, and I'm going to tell you people this Friday night, Tullahoma Wildcats will be playing in Sparta. So it's been a long time since we played Sparta, back when I was playing in the 60s. So we're going to Sparta. Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats.
Get your ticket, be in the stands. We love you. We'll see you next time.